This week we're having a whiskey from Rhode Island. Greetings, my name is Brian. Welcome to KillCo Whiskey Musings. What do we have here? A whiskey bottle covered with dust. It's actually, it's just, yeah, gross. I've had this bottle for years. I haven't opened it, partially because of this top. I will not like this. But this is a local distillery slash brewery from my area. Things I want to talk about first are the fact that I used to drink Newport Storm beer. This is now called Newport Craft. It got bought out by someone with lots of money. So they've changed a few things, and many things I do not like. One of the things I do like, however, is the fact that they're making whiskey now. The thing I do not like is they used to make a blueberry beer. They changed it. Still not happy about it. So I'm familiar with the place, and I used to be familiar with the people, but I don't think the people I used to know work there anymore. I have to go back at some point, but it's winter right now, so it's not going to happen anytime soon. Look, the pulley thing didn't work. I knew it.
3 hours later.
I've removed just about all the wax so you can see what happened here. For whatever reason, in their design, this was the cap, and this was supposed to be part of it, but I turned it and pulled it, and it just came right off. So I can only hope, I will presume, they have fixed this problem since then, and now I need to break out the big guns. I was glad me from now has tried to open this rather than me from a couple of years ago, because me from a couple of years ago might have just thrown this against the wall. Surgery. Thankfully, I have a number of corks that I just have just in case for situations like this and others. So I will cap this before I continue with the video. I don't know why I'm holding it like this. We begin with the color. Now, it's hard for me to figure out what I think about this one, since this is more of a golden color, and this is a malt. Sea Fog American Single Malt Whiskey, aged 7 years, 45%. You can find these guys in Newport, Rhode Island, which is on the same island where I grew up. So this does fit the general idea of a Scotch. I'm glad to see a malt whiskey, American malt whiskey, so close to where I live. And I'm encouraged to see more of what they're producing now. Again, this is a much older bottle, but that gives me an excuse to go back and buy another one at some point. And I know they do rye as well now. The important part, we'll find out on the nose. Oh man, it smells so sweet. Sweet vanilla with a touch of black pepper. There's a bit of a black marker quality to it. Bit of honey and peach. I'm actually thinking about Andalusia because they have a sweet malt whiskey from their triple distilled. I have no idea if this is triple distilled or not. I do like where this is going, and I do remember I enjoyed this. This is the type of pour I will do, and it'll be like a kunk of a pour. If I'm using just a rocks glass, there'll be at least minimum 2 ounces in it because this is such a low proof. I already know I like it. I'm excited. Let's get on to the palate. Ooh, not what I was expecting. That's peppery, a little spicy, and not too sweet, a little ashy. Make me think of chlorine. The second sip, hold on the palate. Let's see what happens next. Oh yeah, very spicy. Whoa, prickly spice, mostly black pepper or white pepper, and a little bit of a vanilla thread. The mouth feels okay. It feels a little thinner than I care for it. I mean, 7 years, it has some personality at the very least. But what's really throwing me off is how spicy. Why? What's really throwing me off is how spicy it is on the initial sip. I don't remember it being like that. I remember it being kind of sweet, then spicy, and then a lingering dry finish. And that's not what's happening here. It's actually sticking at the end with a little, very, very, very little dry feeling on the center of my mouth, on the center of my tongue. Initially sweet, the spices calm down. It's also the first whiskey of the day. There's few fruit notes. I feel like that peach showed up and maybe a little bit of raspberry. It's doing that kind of like tart, spicy, prickly feeling. I do not remember this having as much character as it does. It's mostly spice, but it's a good spice. I believe it's a little bit of a peat influence. Yeah, this is pretty damn good. For an American malt, I could drink this far too easily. I'm glad I finally opened this. I forgot how much I liked this. This is along the lines of some very lightly peated scotches, where I can pour it and just enjoy the hell out of it. There you have it, folks. As always, Live long and prosper. Don't forget to be awesome, and I will see you out there. Hey, thank you for watching. Please remember to like and subscribe. I'll see you next time.